Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Darkside of Dimensions movie pack. We've got the full box of 24 packs, so basically we're looking at the entire set of the new movie themed cards. Very excited to get this opened up and out of packaging. So first up, a big shout out to Budget Gaming for hooking me up with this. Now I have opened it partially in the sense that I've taken off the Konami wrapping paper there, but I'm really keen to see what's inside this. The new movie came out, I guess, a little while ago in Japan, but I don't think it's come out in the West just yet. 5 foil cards in every pack. That's something I think is a really cool idea. Why people love shiny cards. I'm interested to see how this set works, to be completely honest with you. I know there's a lot of cubic cards in here, a lot of Blue Eyes cards, and a lot of Dark Magician cards, which is essentially what every fan wants. So with that, let's get this opened up and get these cards out of packaging. Okay, now one thing I will say is I absolutely love the packaging and the artwork on this set. Hopefully you guys can see that. It has that retro feel to it. Really happy I was able to pick this up. Kaiba looking pretty menacing with some sort of like cybernetic hand thing going on there. I have absolutely no clue who this guy is. I know he uses the cubic decks, which or the cubic cards, which I can't for the life of me work out how they work, but we'll run through some of those. And then of course you've got Yugi, and that's basically the 3 decks that you get cards to support. You get the cubic ones, the Dark Magician or Magician Girl spellcaster type cards, and you get some cool dragons. So with that, let's get all these opened up and run through some of the cards. Okay, so to save everyone the pain of watching me open 24 packs of cards, I've basically opened them up and sleeved them, and we'll just run through what some of the main ones are. The first one we'll start with is the cubic cards. This card is a ridiculous beast. Talk about making something overpowered. I love the artwork on all the cubic cards. I think they all look fantastic. They remind me a little bit of Relinquished, which is one of my favorite cards, and the deck I use is a Relinquished themed Thousand Eyes Restrict deck. So I really like this sort of artwork with the eyes and everything like that. I'm interested to see the movie and what role they play, but basically this thing halves your opponent's life points. It can't be destroyed essentially by most things. And it's just ridiculously overpowered. So a really cool card. I was able to get 2 out of the entire set of cards. So obviously it's not something that is particularly common. After that, you get a ton of support cards. This is like the fusion card, the polymerization equivalent for this deck. Then you've got a heap of these cards. Now, how these work, from my understanding, is that to bring them out, like a level 1 has to tribute a level 2, a level 2 has to tribute level 3, a level 3 has to tribute level 4, etc., etc. And that's how you bring these out. This is the, I guess, the building block of the particular deck that brings out all these other cubic monsters. The only problem is, out of the whole set, I was only able to get 1. So the card you need the most, and they give you the least of it. Thank you very much, Konami. We've got this thing. It just looks cool, to be honest. Same with this guy. This guy's ridiculously overpowered as well. He's like a normal version of the fusion monster. He has a little less attack, but basically, for all intents and purposes, is the same. I've added in Visago. Why? Out of the whole pack, I was only able to get 2 of this, and obviously you need 3 to fusion summon him. So at this stage, I haven't picked up another one, so I'll have to make do with this. Then we come to this thing. It looks kind of cool. Actually not a bad card, to be completely honest. I ended up getting a few of him, 4 of this guy. So that's that. This guy is pretty cool as well. I love the design of him. He reminds me a bit of, not Reggie Ice or Reggie GS, one of the Pokemon, the Reggie monsters. He reminds me a lot of one of those, and a really cool looking design. So very happy with that particular card. And he made it to some other artwork as well. Just more support cards for the cubic stuff. I'm not going to run through all of these, otherwise the video will probably take a little bit of time. I mean, they're kind of cool. Definitely the design and the artwork on these is awesome. I love this card. This card, to me, at least visually, looks outstanding. And that's basically all of the cubic cards, so pretty decent. Just very quickly, these are sort of some miscellaneous cards that I guess are supposed to be part of Yugi and Kaiba's deck. but just for functional playability purposes, they're not that great. They do look fantastic. They look outstanding, but they're just really hard to use in the game. This card I love. The design of that is outstanding. That's one of the coolest looking cards I've come across. I love the artwork on that for some reason. Next up, we've got all the Dark Magician cards. The artwork on this I love. He's certainly looking a lot more buff than I remember the Dark Magician, but love the artwork. I actually got 3 of this guy. One of them I've got for sale at the moment. This one also looks pretty cool. Love the artwork on that. Some more support cards. Cypher the Sky Dragon. I pulled 3 of this guy, so I guess he's hard to get, but not as hard as some of the other cards in this set. Love the artwork. Really excited to get my hands on a few copies of him. More cool looking cards, lots of Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl support cards. You can see obviously 2 of her. I've got the Berry Magician, a couple of her. The Apple Magician, the Kiwi Magician, only one out of the whole set. So again, another good card that I wish we got a little bit more of. Chocolate Magician Girl, Lemon Magician Girl. This guy's fantastic. Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight. This card's actually, to be honest, not OP, but it's quite good. I'm very happy I was able to get 2 of them. Now, this guy, from what I'm told in the lure and everything, is Dark Magician before he dies, and then he becomes Dark Magician. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's my understanding of it. A cool looking card. Playability-wise, it's a little hit and miss, I think. These cards are fantastic. They're pretty good. And there is a series of trap cards that I've got as well that are supposed to support these. Good old Karibo. This dude. And just some more spell and trap, or really trap cards, to support the Dark Magician deck. Okay, now we've got the best for last, and that is, of course, the Blue Eyes cards, which is essentially the main reason I bought this, to be honest with you. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, a ridiculously overpowered card. Love the artwork enormously. One of my favorites. I pulled 3 of this guy, so that was kind of cool. Chaos Form, the card, or one of the cards you need to summon him. Visually, I think it's one of the best looking artwork cards, but you only get 2 of them, so pretty rare there. Neo, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I pulled 2 of him. I guess he's a slightly better version than Blue Eyes Ultimate, but really, again, with the fusion monsters in competitive play, they're very hard to pull and not that great, relatively speaking. Blue Eyes White Dragon, love the artwork on this, was able to get 2 of him. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, one of the best cards if you've got a Blue Eyes deck, one of the essentials, and you only get 1. So out of the whole pack, this guy is pretty rare. I think will be worth quite a bit of coin. Same with Deep Eyes White Dragon, I only managed to pull 1 of him, but again, another really cool looking card. And then just some traps and so forth. So again, if there's any cards I've missed that were Blue Eyes or Kyber themed cards, or I've got them in the wrong spot, like the gear cards, if I've got them, you know, with Dark Magician and Yugi, and they're supposed to be with, I don't know, the Cubic or the Blue Eyes, let me know in the comments, because again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know who uses what, and it's been a little while since I've actually watched the show. But yeah, a really cool set, really happy with a lot of these cards, and yeah, I think it's well worth picking up any pack, really, just for nostalgia value, and also playability. I think there is some value there as well.